This is a very common sight in our area. One down, one always working. I have driven lots of things in my life. One thing I have not driven is an old school bus converted into a watermelon hauler. Some people say they have worn many hats in life. I've worn many a shoe. These ones are getting ready to get tossed in the garbage. My floor's dirty, don't judge me. I walk a lot in places like this. But times are a-changing. There's different kinds of vehicles out there. Some that don't even have engines. They have electric motors. You know what? Let's rewind and start the day. Welcome everybody to another messy bed video. What is life like for an EV owner in 2023, I forget what year this is. I believe it's 2024. That's not just the life of an EV owner, it's also the life of a truck driver. You just never remember dates or times or really much of anything that has to do with watch. Even though you wear a watch and you have everything available on your phone, just sometimes you forget because you really don't live on a specific schedule. So I'm making this video today to kind of try and help change the thought of people that really diss or talk about EVs in a really negative way. When they always say, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. So in today's video, I'm going to show you I could do everything that a gas car can do, and then some. And then some. Starting off with the car wash. Yeah, you can take your electric car through a car wash. No, they won't catch fire. That's a wives' tale made up by Fox News. It's fake. Yeah, even in a hurricane, your car's not going to get this wet. I mean, it might. It's kind of like the stories of the brown recluse and the black widow. Everybody, it seems, has a family member that's died from getting bit by one of these two crazy spiders. In the research I've found, there's nobody has died from a black widow specifically or a brown recluse specifically. They may have they may have been allergic and had underlying health problems, but if you're just a healthy, normal person, from my research I've done, no one's ever died from either of those two spiders. And it's kind of like that with the fires with the EVs. Does it happen? I'm sure it's happened once or twice, but you can't tell me that gas-powered vehicles don't catch on fire. Go ahead, tell me they don't. Here's something else. This is something that I find a huge benefit. When was the last time you went to a gas station, put the gas in your tank, and had zero cost? I spend maybe $2 every 500 or 600 miles. I normally charge at the free spots because they're so abundant. I know lately I have been paying because I'm testing out a CHAdeMO adapter to try and work at some of the paid spots like Walmart's. And so I spend a little more when I'm testing that out, but when I'm not testing it, I don't really spend any money. All these chargers are free. So that's what life is like in an EV at the moment. And it's been that way for many, many years. Things are changing a little bit, but there's still so many free ones out there. It's not an issue. The month has been a little bit more crazy. You could see my free charges. I've gotten 1, 2, that, and on May 8th, what is that? May 13th, I did pay $9. That's the most expensive I paid in a long time. And that was at a car dealership. Then I had another free one, and then another one for $7. Free. There was a $10 one, but look at all these free ones. Look at all those. There's a $2. Ton more free ones, 54 cents. That's about what I spend with all these freebies. Yeah, life with an EV has been pretty good. Lots of people have said that's not going to be free forever, but it's been since about 2011 to now. What year is this? 2024. Since 2011 to 2024, that's a good chunk of years. It's been like this. All the money I've saved so far just in 1 year. They always say, "Oh, the batteries don't last. The battery may not last." But all the money I'm saving on gas, I'll buy a new battery in a couple years if need be. Not a big deal. Also, the batteries really are not that much more expensive if you blow your motor. So it's this or that. I don't know. But for me, so far, this has like been the biggest bonus is the cost and fuel savings and maintenance. So far, zero maintenance, no oil changes, no new spark plugs, no belts, no filters, no radiator fluid, because this car doesn't have all that. What's crazy is here in Leesburg, Florida, we actually have a Filipino store. And Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, they do turn it into a restaurant, but only for lunch. And it is way past. Look at that. I was going to get that. That's kimchi right there. But I'm going home now, and I'm a little bit too far, and that needs to stay cold. But would you look at all the goodness in here? I was going to get halo halo, but they don't have any halo halo here. They do have a little restaurant, like I said, but nothing past lunch. But I did find this. Would you guys look at that? We got halo halo mix. Has everything in it. The beans, the coconut, and everything else. And I was thinking, how good would that be on top of a Ben & Jerry's Cherry Garcia? So much unique things that are really, really good. Everything except for this. No one wants that. Nobody wants that. Yeah, it's not a very big store. But if you're from the Philippines, you could probably get your fix. Or if you're like somebody that moved over and is moving back to the States, you could still feel at home. I was kind of hoping they had some food in there, grabbed some pork adobo or something. On Monday, they said they are making chicken adobo, but I'm not a big fan of chicken. I do like the pork. Yeah, driving that car affords me a pretty great life. Well, not having a home anymore affords me that pretty great life. But the EV, it saves me money, so I'm not going to complain. As for mileage, I get about 233 miles on about 80% charge. So I don't do too bad. I get pretty good kilowatt per hour. I'm right at about 4.5 to 4.7. You know, there was a time I was getting like 3.9 and stuff. So like at 100%, I'd be getting about 240. But I mean, 230 something miles, that's not bad. It works for gig jobs like Uber and Lyft. It's smooth, it's quiet. Yeah, it just does everything I need. If it was gas, it'd be about the same. I'd still be happy with it. I mean, but it's not gas, so I'm a little happier. I don't have to pay that bill, that gas bill. Though insurance, there's something to be said. I do pay a little bit more insurance with all the safety features, one of those yellow fives gave me, all the safety features, you would think that your insurance would be a little bit cheaper, but it's not. It's not. They say that it's more expensive to repair if you get in an accident. There's nothing really to repair. It's all computer. You would think that all the moving parts in a standard ICE gasoline vehicle would be more expensive because there's more stuff to replace. Insurance companies, what are you going to do? This is not really a pro EV video. This is just my life with my EV and what I think about it and how I judge what having an EV is like compared to owning my Ford Mustang or any other gas car I've had in the past. My experience is way different in a way that I never thought possible. Doesn't she look happy? So yeah, that's my afternoon. I got out of my truck, hopped in my car, went and charged, went and got some food, went to the Philippine store, checked that out, charged for a few minutes. Really didn't take that long. That little free charger, those free chargers usually put out about 6 kilowatts an hour. So some cars it takes a long time to charge. For some reason my Leaf doesn't take that long on those. But there's also some 50 kilowatt machines that are free also. It's just a lot of them, you have to find them. And the ones that used to be around here, they do charge like 13 cents or something like that a kilowatt hour now. So, and though that's not expensive, free is still better. And if you can get the free ones, you do it. I mean, if you could fill up your gas tank for free, you would do it. And that's what I do. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the car. Pretty happy with the lifestyle. It's not as inconvenient as a lot of people think. There's a lot of misconceptions. People watch the news. And to tell you the truth, the news is going to tell you whatever the lobbyist groups, the oil lobbyists and car dealership lobbyists, pay them. Because they're corporate media. They're going to take that money and they're going to veer one way. You watch Fox News, you watch OAN, any of these other channels, they're paid off and they're going to tell you. And don't get me wrong, CNN, MSNBC, and ABC, they're paid off too, just on the other side. They're preaching the good fight. The other ones are preaching the bad fight. You have to land somewhere in the middle. Nothing is always all good. And nothing is always all bad. But like I said, with that spider, with the black widow, brown recluse, no. And if you don't believe me, Google it. Look it up. Do some research. They always say deadly spiders. They're deadly. No one's actually died. So, and pretty much like the car fires, almost non-existent. Does happen, but not at the frequency that all the hype is. So yeah, like I said, I'm happy, and everybody I know that has one is happy. So you can hate, not hate, be neutral. There's still a place for gasoline and diesel at the moment. Anyway, until the next time, I'll talk to you guys on the next one. And just live life. Doesn't matter what everyone else does. You don't like it, you don't have to voice your opinion. If you do like it, don't have to voice your opinion. But there has to be someone out there to kind of counteract what is going on. That's what today's video is. Peace, everybody.